Hey there, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of May Google Be With You. We are so excited to be able to do this episode, and I am joined by my co pilot, my R2D2, my everything, Mr. Ben Prather is here in today's episode because we both absolutely love art so much, and we're going to be sharing with you today Google Arts and Culture. Now, what's so exciting about this is that this is 100% free site that you can use. It's device friendly. So Chromebooks, your web browsers on any of your computers, but we're going to be showing you how the app can do even more. And we're going to have lots of fun today, just being able to take you on this journey of Google Arts and Culture. Now, there's lots of different ways to be able to use this. And Ben and I are going to talk about our favorites. But Ben, I love because you really grounded this in our program of studies, especially for our teachers who really, are responsible for teaching those art outcomes. And there's a particular area that's so difficult if we don't have this opportunity.
Yeah, so one of the things is that there's a certain part. I'm going to share my screen now to kind of show you what I'm specifically talking about. There's a specific part of the art program of studies that I always struggled with. How do I get students to show their learning in this way? So it's that component 3, appreciation, right here. So I'm just on the Learn Alberta website, and I've just found the art program of studies. So the great part about this is that for remote learning, it's also amazingly easy to make this cross-curricular because you're looking at geographical, historical, biographical, and cultural different ways of looking at art. So it's great to make it cross-curricular. For grade 3, I might look at something like Ukrainian art. Maybe I'd be looking at art and math and looking for shapes in different abstract art pieces. My point here is that you are able to combine your program of studies for art and this appreciation section, which I struggled to hit, with this beautiful, wonderful app. So my point in this is that when we go to Google Arts and Culture, you'll see a bunch of different representatives of every single point here, such as technology changing art or artistic style being product of an age. It really curates those resources for us.
No, I
So
love that, Ben. Honestly, I think that's the thing that people need to understand. It's more than just say art on a wall. Inside of Google Arts and Culture, there are historical places, historical events, figures, art movements, you name it. We're not just confined to say images. It's going to be very, very interactive.
yeah, so I'm actually going to jump right in and just really quickly kind of highlight what Trish was talking about there. So exactly what I said there. I'm in the Explore tab, so I might have jumped ahead a little bit there. But in the Explore tab is where it's kind of that open exploration of all of the things, all the categories that they have. And so here, for example, I can look at different mediums of art. I can look at historic events and art that's come from those times. I can look at color if that's an exploration, an element of art. One of those mentions here is how technology changes art. Look, they have a curated gallery right there that literally talks about the differences over time in artifacts in art. It's amazing. So this is one of the reasons why I love Arts and Culture, Google's Arts and Culture app and web browser version. But anyways, let's go back to you, Trish.
No, I really, really love that you shared that, Ben. And I mean, that's the big thing. I'm going to take you on a little tour. And then Ben's got a really fantastic template that he's given us all today that he's created. Each one of you is going to be able to get a copy underneath of this video. But of course, I'm just going to go ahead and show my screen here. And you're going to see here are some of the things we absolutely love about the
Love.
Google Arts and Culture. And so, right in here, things that you'll notice on that home landing page is that they do give you some of those featured content. They do update this and change it often. So if you have
Yep.
been here and you're thinking, I've already been there, done that, come back and look a little bit more. What's also really great is that there's some interactives that are specifically for using your phone or the app. And so we've got a couple that we absolutely love, being able to take an art selfie and find out which one you look like, transforming a picture of your home or your living room into art, I think has been absolutely amazing. I took a couple screenshots. I'm going to share with you of those. But then, of course, just remember that you can explore the over 2,000 collections, 10,000 pieces of artwork in places. I was a little girl who grew up in a very, very small town, Killam, Alberta, of all places. And I dreamed of being able to see the world someday. And we can tear down those classroom walls. Even right now in remote learning, now kids can really explore, use these as writing prompts, use these as provocations to create their own art and everything. But one thing to point out is there's the pancake stack, that top left-hand corner when you're here on the Google Arts and Culture site. And here you can start to really filter for what you want to do, just being able to look at experiments, artists, art movements, all those different places. You can start to click through. Um, there's even fun little interactives that kids can do. So such an endless possibility of the different things that you can do. But Ben, you want to be able to showcase an activity you have for us, just for us to be able to share how this could look inside of our classrooms.
Yeah, so I just wanted to create a really simple activity where we could ask students to examine art and that art appreciation and find different examples of art, be it from, like I said, Ukrainian art in grade 3 maybe, to different elements of art. And that's where I really kind of get a little geeky and I go into that because I wasn't a very good artist growing up. And so I love to learn about the elements of art, those different techniques to actually improve your art. So one of the ones that I love sharing with my grade 3 students last year, in the last couple of years that I taught grade 3, is depth. So I used it kind of as my example. So Trisha's going to share this awesome template with you. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I have an instructional video here at the end of the template. If you press play there, it'll give you and your students instructions on how to do all the wonderful things. But my goal was to provide you with a fun way where we can pretend we're in an art gallery and we're looking for some of those beautiful, important themes or elements of art. So like I said, Ukrainian art, this is my example here, is using color to show depth, one of the many possibilities that we can use to do it. So I have students find photos that show example of depth, and I used remove BG, both links are down here, and remember there is a video with how to pretend that we're in the art gallery. It's just a fun, engaging little way to say, you know what, look what I found, this was me, and pretend kind of like we're in an art gallery. That's part of the beauty of arts and culture, Google Arts and Culture, is that it really provides you with those feelings of being right there with art at your fingertips. So then I also highlighted in here, just using arrows and text, the different parts of art that I was looking at. So the foreground is where the darkest and richest color is. Middle ground, it gets lighter and starts to get more subdued. My point here is that it is a fantastic and fun way for students to be able to show different elements, techniques, genres, areas of art. So this is a cool little add-on that we're going to give to you today. Feel free to use it with your students and let me know how it goes.
That's so awesome, Ben. I absolutely love that you'd be able to take us through that journey. I love that you've given us that template. Another couple of excellent features that you can do when it comes to being able to enjoy Google Arts and Culture. I have a couple of screenshots from what the app can do. There's so many different interactives here when you use the app because it takes advantage of your camera. And so here, this was me turning myself into the portrait selfie. So you just take a selfie and it will start to give you matches of the different type of artwork that you match to. And then of course you can click on that artwork and explore even more. And this was just me taking a picture. This is my bedroom office workspace right now. I was able to take a picture of where I'm working. You choose the style that it becomes and like look at how instantaneously now my bedroom now looks like the starry night. And just
Love
being
it.
able to create that art is so awesome.
Now, Trish, I use
Mhm.
this one as well, and I love how it really is directly connected to a famous work of art, and it really draws in that style. It's really easily identifiable. Another one there that I love is when you can go into the where is the interactive Pocket Gallery. So that
Oh,
castle right there with the pink on it, you've got it on your screen right there.
yeah.
So Pocket Gallery creates a little 3D AR image right in front of you on a surface. So it's another one of those interactives that I just think is absolutely fantastic. I was looking at French cave paintings from like 2,000 years ago or longer ago that were really cool, and it was right in front of me in person. Again, only available in the app, but just some fantastic interactives there.
I love that. And you know what? Just remember that these different art pieces, many, many, many of them have street view. So if you really want to go into that art, be able to see that work, just know that you can actually tour. There's thousands of them. They have them categorized by street view, but you could also click on any one of these different art pieces and go through. It'll take you into these different street view ones. If I want to be able to go and visit these locations, visit these different pieces of art, I can absolutely do that. And as well, if I wanted to go and choose, I could choose an art movement. I could come in here and pick Impressionism. I can click on that different one that I want to be able to see. So here's Monet's Poppy Field. At any point, I can click View in Street View. It's going to take me now inside the museum. I'm in Paris, France. We might not be able to get on a plane right now. It doesn't matter. But what I can do is I can start to look around and view any of these different features right here inside of this museum. It's such an opportunity to have fun with kids, to really encourage them. And it's beyond art. If you're thinking, well, I don't teach art, you could do this for all kinds of things, such as finding the math in art, being able to use it for writing provocations, be able to use it for any of those pieces. So I get excited, Ben. You get excited, Ben.
Love
I
it.
really love we got to share some of our favorite features today. Thanks for joining us for episode 7 of May Google Be With You. We do have more. Should we tease them about an upcoming session that we have, Ben?
Oh, my favorite. It might be. This one, don't get me wrong. I love Google Arts and Culture, but this is a really cool one. Yeah, let's tease them.
Well, what you're going to love is we do have being able to do some design with drawings. I know Ben got very excited about Google Arts and Cultures. We're going to teach you how to make a drawing like this, create some interactives for your students. But Ben, right here on the wall, I hid some hidden details in some art. So we're going to be having a lot of fun with that in another episode this week. The fun continues on May Google Be With You, hey?
Definitely. May Google Be With You. It's fantastic, and I can't wait for that episode, and I hope everybody enjoys this one as well. What a fantastic day. Love it.
And you're joining me tomorrow for Google Expeditions. We're going to talk virtual reality.
Of course I am. That's another one of my favorite tools. I'm lucky.
I love it. All right. Well, bye, everybody, and thanks for joining us for this episode.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for joining us. Yeah, bye, everybody.